Welcome back to the stream. We are here today with, I would assume it said the Veijo household. I don't know how exactly to say it. That's how I'm going to say it. Okay? Okay. They live here. They live here. It's taking its sweet time. I'm actually going to play their round on stream today. It's kind of what I want to do, so I'm just going to do it. And probably cut it up for YouTube or whatever.
Are you waving at me?
No. I was saying cut it up.
Oh, sorry.
So it's Betty and Catherine and then Andrew and his son Jacob who live Andrew and his son Jacob who live here. So we're going to play these guys today just because I want to. That's the only reason why. So yeah. We'll see how it goes. Why does the Bluetooth on my phone keep turning on? It's so annoying.
I don't know.
I turn it off like once or twice every day. It just turns itself right back on. Bro, we don't need that. Hi, Piazza Girl. Welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? Okay, so today we're here with this family. And we're just going to play their rotation because, I mean, why not? You know? And it's been a while since I've actually played a rotation for these guys. Well, I mean, it's been okay, let me rephrase that. It's been a while since I played a rotation video on stream. And doing the honeymoon last time made me really want to do like a rotation video with someone. So I picked this household because our next household, I know that you guys haven't seen the end of Bianca and Kent's round, but that video is coming out next week, so it's no big deal. You guys will see it. It'll catch you guys up, and then you guys will be where we are. I am great. I'm having a good day. I'm having a busy day. I did 4 videos today. The 3 videos that went live to catch myself up for this week because I was really slacking. I caught myself up, and then I made a new members video, which is another Decades Challenge video. So that's coming. It's rendered on my computer. I haven't gotten time before stream to upload it, but I'll upload it right when I get off stream. Hello, Mir. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? You only saw the Decades Challenge? Yeah, right before I went live, I posted the other 2 videos. I was trying to let them process because how YouTube works is like you upload your video and then it kind of sits there and it like processes and then it's finally like you can watch it, but it's in really crap quality. Then it processes your standard version of the video, which is what is fine to watch, but it's not like high definition. So it's nothing like, it's only like 380, 480p. And then if you let it keep sitting there, it'll finally process a high definition video, but the like more videos you have, the longer it takes for them to do that. And so I did the Decades Challenge like this morning because I already had that on my computer, and then I recorded today when the kids were napping. And then I rendered the 365-day badge challenge that I recorded today, and I uploaded that, and that one went live right before I went live on Twitch. But I also had posted a rotational play that I had recorded like a little while back, which is the end of the Alvy households. So that just went live, but that was like poop quality because it didn't get to finish the HD version, but it will get there. It'll get there. You're playing a lot of Sims 3 today? Alrighty. Well, we're going to play some Sims 2 on stream. And yeah, so we're just gonna, I realized that I hadn't played any like videos, like rotations on stream lately, and I just kind of wanted to do one. So I thought we could do the next household in the rotation, which is the beginning of River Blossom Hills, which I thought would be kind of fun, and we could just try and get through the whole rotation for them, so I could kind of speed up my process a little bit, you know. So what we're gonna first do for these guys is we are gonna go ahead and we are going to get them some of the items that they really need. I think this is one of the items they don't have, and we also need this item. I think that's everything. Yeah, there's a lot there. You were alternating between Sims 2, Sims 3, and Disney Dreamlight Valley today. Nice. Did you get to work on your Uberhood today? Let's go ahead and just give everyone traits. Okay, let's do that. There we go. You did? Oh, nice. Oh, man. Ads are up. Oh, my gosh. She wants to flirt with Sanjay. Oh, my goodness. That is inappropriate. Sanjay's married. Oh, my gosh. Why do I have that locked in? Oh, my goodness. Okay, he wants to obtain a pet. He does want to see his son get an A+ report card, so I'm going to lock that in because it's pretty important. And he wants to go to college. He's a popularity sim, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we're also going to roll for him. So he's a popularity sim. Let's go ahead and just choose a lifetime aspiration for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Was that just 17? Now I gotta count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. Give me a number 1 through 17.
16.
Okay, so he reached this one, or he picked this one. He said 16. Okay, there we go. So he is going to be he needs to reach maximum long-term aspiration. What does that even mean? Your dream is to live a life to its fullest. Keep your spirits high as often as you can by doing what you really want, achieving your goals. Watch your lifetime aspiration meter go up. It can be found right beside the regular aspiration bar. To boost it further, pass life milestones of a well-rounded person. Grow up, have your first kiss, your first woohoo, graduate from college, fall in love, marry, have a child or adopt, maximize your hobby, career, and business. You might also take Genie's help and wish for peace of mind. This want doesn't give a custom memory. There is the original one. Okay, so he needs to have a very, very full life. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and give him a very full life. Okay, so it is 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm assuming these people would still be sleeping. So I am going to knock down their energy a little bit. So I can just send them back to bed until it's a decent hour to be awake. 4 o'clock in the morning is like farmers time, you know, not this kind of time. Relax. You should be able to sleep, dude. Okay, let's see. Sleeping. Can he sleep? What is up with this hair? This is not even the hair he has. Oh, goodness gracious. So this is Catherine. We'll get her to bed. And then there's Betty. Let's see. Let's get Betty to bed too. There we go. Welcome back. While you were gone, we randomized traits, which we haven't looked at yet, and Jacob got a new aspiration. He wants to reach maximum lifetime aspiration. So that's what we're going to be working on. And then I was talking about these girls both want to flirt with Sanjay, which is, he's married, the Ramaswamy, or however you say that name. That's how I say it, so I might be saying it wrong, but they both want to like pursue him, and for some reason I locked it in for Catherine. I don't know why. I have to look and see if he's a family sim. You're not familiar with this household? Oh, you're in for a good one. Okay, so this here is Betty. The two ladies. Let me read their descriptions for you then. So it says, Betty refuses to let the death of her friend slow her down or cloud her judgment in pursuit of truth and justice. Throwing herself into work and possibly at that lovely young farmer man helps keep her mind off of the reality of her age. So she's like infatuated with Leod McGregor. He's like the farmer from the town. I never played this hood myself either. It will be the first time playing it with my current Uberhood. Nice. So that's Betty, and she is a fortune sim, and her secondary is romance. So she is always after everybody and everyone. But the traits that she just rolled are excitable, neat, kleptomaniac, hot-headed, and perfectionist. So that's great. Yes, this is the world that came with seasons. This is River Blossom Hills. Then this here is Catherine. She is a primary romance sim, and her secondary, I think, is family. Yep. And she also has wishes to flirt with Sanjay. But her bio is Catherine gave her old home to her favorite niece in hopes to bring them closer together. Though she misses her friend Linda, she's enjoying her retirement and found a love for gardening and a cute farmer that moved in down the way, which is also Leod McGregor. So they're both like infatuated with him. She doesn't have as good of a relationship with him. She's actually kind of romantic with Andrew and Sanjay, which Andrew is here. This is Andrew. For some reason, while he's sleeping, he has longer hair. Who knows? He is got bolts of both of the ladies who are older, but his bio reads, Andrew loves living with his surrogate aunts and his son. He has a passion for video games and is happy to have a son that also loves games. Will he be able to cope with his mother's death and finally get out on his own? So Linda, the one that was mentioned in these guys' bios, was Andrew's mom, and she was really good friends with these two. But he obviously is attracted to them, and Catherine, the romance sim in her, has a crush on Andrew, which is weird. I just find that really odd, but it is what it is, you know? And then Andrew has a son, and I don't know if the mom, okay, so the mom's name is Elena, but she's passed away. Elena has, and I don't know what she died of, but Linda is the friend of the ladies and the mom of Andrew. And then, so this is his son here, and his name is Jacob, and his bio reads, Jacob loves gaming with his dad. What a cool dude. Will his love for games hinder his relationship with Sandra? And that means Sandra Roth. She's like the knockoff version of Cassandra Goth. It's like an alternate, like they named those guys all after the original Goth family. So he's going steady with Sandra, but I mean, he obviously has more bolts with Jules O'Mackey, and you know, and then he knows Jules' mom, Alexandra. So yeah, it's a weird household. But we need to see if Sanjay is actually a family sim. So I'm going to go look real quick at my spreadsheet because I really can't remember. And Sanjay is popularity pleasure. So they can totally pursue him and it'd be okay as long as he goes for it, obviously. I don't allow people to pursue family sims, but he is not a family sim. She also has 2 bolts with Andrew, by the way. She also wants to get married to a rich sim, and that's supposed to be Leod McGregor. She's supposed to pursue him. It's like one of the things, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm just gonna let her go across into his room and take a shower and stuff, since they're getting up anyways. She also wants to talk to someone named Brian. I have no idea who Brian is. Who's Brian? Brian is... I have no idea. She doesn't even know Brian. Oh, wait. Did she know him? Brian Scott. No idea. Alright, so the ladies are gonna use the bathroom. Who's Sanjay? Oh, I remember that one dude in her relationships. He's kind of hot, but has very questionable genetics. Are you talking about Sanjay? Or Leod? Or Morty? I can't tell. I don't know who you're talking about. Was he going to the bathroom? No, from the other lady. Okay, from Catherine? Oh, wait. Morty? Leod? Andrew? Sanjay? Jason? Morty? Yeah. Oh, Morty Roth. Yeah, he's the knockoff of the Goth family. That's what I call him. Because they're literally supposed to be like the Goths, but with different names. It's just silly. Okay, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get some leftovers. I'm sure there's some in here. And these guys work... She works in the law career as a legal secretary. Catherine is in the education career as a substitute teacher. And Andrew is obviously a gamer, which we already knew. Oh my... Nope. Nope. I have nothing to say. Oh, is that food not working? All right, serve him some bacon pancakes. ACR. No, I did not want to see this. I do not want to see this. I don't want to see some old lady getting it on with a younger man. Seriously, cougar is exactly the word we're looking for here. Oh, she likes cuisine. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's really this way to start this right off, you know? Just getting right into it. Oh my gosh, Catherine's strutting her stuff. Okay. I had a mouthful of coffee at the time, so I almost spit it out when the cutscene started. All right, let's call it Brian, whoever that is. I love how she's going after Andrew, right? But she has it locked in to flirt with Sanjay, so that's the thing. And now she's like making the bed like it's gonna make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. We already seen everything we have out there to be able to be seen, okay? All right, where's Brian? Just talk to him. That'll get you what you want. Now she wants to boohoo with 3 different Sims. I guess she doesn't mind, you know? But it's not really how I wanted to start my stream off today. Oh my gosh, Andrew. Keep it in your pants, boy. Seriously. All right, we got bills. Bills. We also need to take care of our plants when they come back into season. They have this ambrosia apple tree, and then they have this other one here. Plus they have these plots of land out back where you could make a garden if you wanted. In my personal game, Betty here got married to Leo and he moved in with us. And so he like has his own garden going back there because she does want to marry a rich sim, and I think he qualifies. This is bringing me back to watching the oldies walking around in their undies. I know, it's even worse though that they're like pursuing younger people, so it's even worse. All right, go ahead and pay the bills, and we'll have you put away the leftovers. What is she doing? Getting the mail. I thought you already did. And I did get a mod where they don't overeat now, so that's really good. Unless they're like a slob, I think, or whatever, then they'll overeat, but otherwise they don't. He does want to see his son get an A+. Sorry. So I guess we could try to flirt with Sanjay. We could try and invite him over. See how it goes. She works at 3. She works at 3. And he has today off. But he does want to go on a date with someone. Maybe we could potentially ask someone else that's not like, you know, 700 years older than him on a date. That would be potentially a good idea. What about... Oh, not Jennifer Burb. That ain't gonna work. Who are we gonna ask over? Oh, Sanjay. We could try. What about Sandy Broody? We could go for Sandy. He has a bolt with Sandy. No, don't bring a friend. Oh my gosh. Seriously has a bolt with Sandy. He also has 2 bolts of Rose. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Yeah. Give me just a second, guys. Back. Also, she is into younger guys. It seems to be a theme for her. Oh, for Catherine or for Betty? Which one do you mean? Because, like, seriously. Thanks. Okay, so looking through here, he has 2 bolts with Jennifer. He could get maybe with Alexandra O'Mackey because she's kind of single and she does have a daughter, but it's always a possibility, you know. But we could also try Sandy. I mean, they only have 1 bolt, though. The romance sim lady, Catherine. Okay. So we could maybe ask one of them out. Oh, Sanjay's here. Okay. Well, both of the ladies want to be, you know, in Sanjay's book. So we'll go have her greet him since she's the one who invited him over. I am curious now if she has woohooed with him. So she woohooed with Andrew, obviously now. Linda died. Elena died. Victoria died. Oh my gosh. Julio died. Okay. She did woohoo with Julio. She got engaged to Julio. She's upset about it. Valin, Henry. Okay, so she's never woohooed with Sanjay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and she wanted to flirt with him, right? So hold his hands. They're gonna fight over him. Well, the whole thing is Betty is supposed to be into Leo. Who is screaming? Oh my gosh, Betty, relax. You're so freaking loud. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, she's over him. She just literally wants to woohoo with him. Should we try it? Should we try and push it to woohoo with him? I mean, she only has a crush with him. Is that cheaty? I don't know. She has a wish to woohoo with 3 people. So we could totally try, I guess. And see if he goes for it. Casual. Woohoo. Oh. I don't know if I want to do it on the bed because I feel like we're going to get another cutscene and I don't know how much more I can handle of seeing a cutscene of this. Yeah, he's in a relationship, but he's not a family sim, and since he's willingly doing it, there's nothing I can do. He's just cheating on his wife. He's a horrible person. So I'm going to pick sofa. Okay, I know that I should probably pick bed because it is her first time woohooing with him, but I don't know that I don't want... I don't know if I want to see it. Okay, just for you guys' eyes. Here we go. Going for the bed. Oh my gosh, is he seriously going for it? Oh, Sanjay, you dirty dog. I think his wife might also be pregnant. Just keep that in mind. Alright, Betty here is having a heart attack. I don't know what she's on about. Clean this up and stop it. You're screaming too loud. Stop. It's your dad. Be nice. For the love of goodness. Why don't you go watch some TV? Who is he talking to? Because his mouth is moving, but nothing's coming out. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Sanjay is seriously going through with this. Thank goodness she can't get pregnant from this. Alright, that's gonna have to wait. He's just getting a whole ton of skills downstairs. Oh my goodness. Granny panties. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Okay, go to work, Catherine. Get out of my hair. Oh my gosh, now she's woohooed with 3 men because there's like that Julio person. I can't. I seriously can't. Oh my goodness. Okay, Betty's like out of here. She's like, deuces. I think he's also getting in. Everyone's leaving but Andrew. Andrew's gonna get stuck here playing the piano by himself. Alright, let's turn the TV off. She can go to work after all that. I know, right? How can she even walk? Oh my god, she can run. Oh, that's great. Waylon, can you slide to the left or slide to the right? Oh no. She's gonna miss her work because of this man. Oh, there, he finally moved. That would be so awkward. Literally, he just slept with her and then he comes down from upstairs. They were the only 2 upstairs and he's in his underwear. Like, what do you think Andrew thinks? That's awkward. Who is this? Is this that Cherry girl? It is. Why is Cherry Fairchild calling all my Sims? Who even is this? Where is she from? He still wants to ask someone on a date. Who are we thinking? Sandy, Rose. Should we do a poll? Jennifer won't work. Alexandra? Which one of those three? Should we do a poll or should we just... I mean, it's only really the two of you. Okay. He's really excited about it snowing. Alright. We'll just try and keep his knees up while we're waiting. Use it and clean, because we obviously don't have a maid because nobody came. Oh, you know what? I think we need to install this as well. There we go. I don't know if any of these girls are going to go out for a date with him. She came with free time. I don't know. Every single time I turn my back, she's literally calling one of my Sims. It's the silliest thing. Okay, the day is proceeding quietly and smoothly until Betty receives a phone call from her boss's wife, Miss Vandersox. The woman has zero patience for others and demands her husband be put on the phone immediately. Betty is about to comply until she remembers Mr. Vandersox is currently meeting with a very important client. He doesn't need the stress from talking to his wife. Should Betty patch Miss Vandersox through or keep her on the line until her husband is finished? Should we patch her through or keep her on the line? What do you guys think? Wouldn't that be... Isn't free time the destination worlds? Keep her on the line. Okay, we'll keep her on the line. Miss Vandersox calls to yell at her husband daily, so Betty figures it won't hurt to stall her a bit and give her boss a chance to finish his meeting. Meanwhile, Mr. Vandersox is patiently stalling his client because he's eagerly awaiting his wife's phone call. She has important information for him regarding the case. After quite some time, the client leaves the meeting frustrated, and Mr. Vandersox leaves his office to find Betty stalling his wife on the phone. Needless to say, he's furious that Betty would tamper with his business and personal life, and he fires her immediately. Oh no. Poor Betty. Now she's unemployed. Now she really does need to marry rich. Where's Sanjay? Can't marry him, though. We cannot marry Sanjay. Reset. 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 Delete. I don't know. I just deleted it. Whatever it was. Okay. We'll have her come up here and use the bathroom. Flirt with Sanjay. Then we'll have her flirt with him. We'll have her sweet talk him. She's really upset. Poor girl. She worked so hard to get to the top of that career. Oh no. You guys get ads at the same time. It's funny. Okay, she also wants to be best friends with Sanjay, and she also wants to see that Rose is cured of plant simism, which is interesting. Why does she care about Rose? It's just an interesting thing. Man, she likes Sanjay more than she likes Andrew. Same with Leod, though. She likes Leod more than she likes Andrew. Okay, Andrew, you need to answer the phone. Answering. Is Catherine available to talk? No, Catherine's not home. Sorry. Oh, wait. She's getting home right now. Whoops. I didn't realize that. Catherine wants to bring Dora Autumnus home from work. Sure. Catherine made 65 simoleons today. So I'm guessing this is technically Catherine's house, right? Is she seriously coming to flirt with him? What's going on? Poor Jacob, having to be in the midst of all this. Oh. Well, that did not go well. Okay, we'll admire him then. Maybe we can entertain him with a joke. And then maybe we can flirt with him and checks him out. Can you just check him out and it count as flirting? Curiosity. Welcome back. Oh, Betty. Poor girl. Who else? She wants the public woohoo with someone. So Cleo is her niece, I do believe. It's her sister's daughter. It's Victoria's daughter. Okay. Are you doing this? Can you come on? Maybe we can check him out. He's not having it, you're right. Oh, but he can check her out. Okay, this is getting weird. This poor kid is outside in the snow doing his homework. That's terrible. What are you doing? Okay, she's at least like getting somewhere. Okay, so she did flirt with him, so that's good. You didn't go on a honeymoon. Why do you need to go on a vacation? You want to get a job. All right, let's have her find a new job. Poor girl lost her job. We'll pull up her interests. And we'll see whatever comes up if it's an interest of hers. This is her interests. We'll see what's got the highest for us. If it's like 8 or more, I'll probably take it. So oceanography, I would say that would be animals. So I'm gonna say look again. Probably like crime would be good. The intelligence career. I love how she got fired and the first thing she thinks about is hitting on the younger dude. Yeah. Intelligence would be what? What would we think that would be? Maybe just work? I'm gonna say probably not. She's only really interested in crime and weather. So, look again. The dance career? Probably not. Look again. We don't want her to break a hip. Criminal career track? Should we go crime? She does like crime. She's very much so into it. So I think we should take it. She would work Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. making $25 a day. Oh my gosh. She'd literally be like, in those days, she'd barely be scraping by with $100. Oh man. What do we think? Should we take this one? Crime it is. Not crime, even knowing she's into crime. I mean, she did just get fired from a law job, so maybe she would resort to crime. Okay. We took too long. Find another job. Alright, we'll keep looking. Definitely not these beginning ones. Oceanography does deal with weather. Does it? We could take oceanography. Do we want to do that then? I would have just thought animals, really, because, like, I don't know. I don't know why I think that, but I do. Alright, what's after criminal, though? Military? Alright, we could take oceanography. I've had this poor lady search on the computer 3 times for a job. Alright, take this job. Now she wants to buy a love potion? Why? What is she doing? Giving financial consulting. Okay. Alright, let's have this kid, use and shower. I think he should definitely get something to eat, but I don't think there's any dinner in here. So Andrew, let's have you serve dinner, dude. Make up some Japanese ramen. Oh, okay, that's fine. That makes sense. She is lonely. Well, Dora's trying to annoy her, so does that help her with her loneliness? All right, Andrew got a cooking skill, so that's good. And his son is gonna invite someone over. Who are we gonna invite over? Maybe we should invite over Sandra, his girlfriend. That would make sense. Maybe not with your boxers on, but sure. Okay, invite over Sandra. Sure. And while you're on your way here, I'm gonna eat some dinner. Catherine doesn't really need to eat, and neither does she. She's playing video games. She's playing some skiing game. Ridiculous. Oh, Sanjay's gonna eat with us in his boxers too. Perfect. He wants to play with Sandra. Oh, did she bring her little brother? That is sweet. Alright, let's greet everyone. Greet Xander. Oh, we could have just greeted everyone. Greet everyone. He wants to gain a creativity skill. That's the one I've locked in for him because I think that's important. Alright, she's getting really tired. Alright, we're gonna send Catherine to bed. It is 11 o'clock at night. Let's go ahead and sleep. You can go ahead and sleep. He can sleep. And then we're just with him. Okay, seriously, I thought you'd already introduced yourself to these guys. Greet everyone. He's taking his sweet time to get to that door. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what did he want to do? He wanted to play with her. Let's play tickle. She was going to come right in and start eating. What the hickety hacks. Alright, let's go ahead and put away some of these leftovers. Dude, you gotta put away the leftovers. You can't just leave them out. Okay, does he want to do anything else with her? He wants to appreciate her. Well, we're trying to have some fun. Hello? Are you here? Are you in there? Tell her a joke. Tell her a dirty joke. Hello, Sandra? Are you in there? We're waiting. She's thinking about babies. She's a teenager. What? Why is she thinking about babies? All right, Andrew. Buddy, you can go to bed when you're done. All right, let's get a photo of these two, cause it's really cute. Aw, look. Oh, that's not a cute photo. Hold on, let me pull up my thingy to take a screenshot. Ouch. Okay, and now I think I can just go ahead and do so. There we go. Perfect. Now I've got my first screenshot. Gonna probably need to get at least 3 just in case this ends up being like a 3 part episode, you know what I mean? There won't be an intro and an outro each time. They'll just be like me talking. All right, you want to tell her a joke? So give her a dirty joke. Oh, she's leaving. What the heck? Wait, why is Morty Roth here? Wait. Yeah, seriously, why is Morty Roth here? Did Sandra bring her whole family? I'm so confused. Honestly, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. We're going to bed. Everyone get out of my house. Everyone get out! Wait, whose bed was she gonna sleep in? That one? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on at this rate. Chaperone. Probably. They need it at this rate. With ACR. ACR is naughty. It gets a lot of people in trouble. A lot of people in trouble. Alright, let's go ahead and have you use and take a bath. We're going to let you use. You can also clean your toilet because it's gross. Take a shower. And then I'm assuming she's going to be up before him. Actually, he's going to be up before her. So then he can use and take a shower when he gets up. Okay. So we're here with Catherine. Catherine is maxed out in her education career. She's level 3, and that's as high as it goes. So we're good there. She is friends with Betty too, so I don't know. I feel like these two ladies should move out and make a retirement home together. Honestly, it's like a place for them to, like, all the older people who don't really have like a home, like they don't own the home. I know she owns this home, but you get what I'm saying. Get some leftovers. I think there's some leftovers in here. I can't remember, honestly. So it is what it is. But, oh man. She just totally broke our bathtub. What the heck? Alright, well, we'll take a bath then. She wants to go to work. So I guess that's a good thing. The Golden Girls. Yeah, there's some pancakes in here. Not enough for everybody, though. So someone's going to have to make some breakfast. Probably you, Andrew. Probably you. Serve up some buttered toast. Also, Catherine, when you're done, why don't you go ahead and clean up a little bit? Oh my goodness, what hat is that? Okay. That was too much. Too much. It looks weird on her. Why does it look like devil horns? It's weird. It really does. Look at it. It looks like devil horns. It's impressive. Honestly, if these two girls were in like the retirement home, I would totally have. I bet you they would like be woohooing with everybody who's there. Honestly. So it is a possibility still. They still have quite a bit of time on their lifespans. So they could totally, you know, do it. Oh my gosh, she wants to spend all the money on a sculpture. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. Okay. Andrew's not quite up yet. He's still sleeping away. Betty is taking a bath in the broken bathtub. And he just got up. So he is good. He still wants to get that creativity skill. And if he has enough time, because he's not really hungry, he could instead practice on the piano and get the creativity skill. And that would be fantastical. If Betty doesn't get married by the end of this rotation, I think I might move these guys into a retirement home and just let them like live out their days there. And then if they want to see Andrew, they'll have to invite him over. Kind of thing. I know this is Catherine's house. Or maybe we move out Andrew and Jacob, right? And this becomes the retirement home. This is like an old person home. And what we could do is we could give 2 beds, like a bed here and a bed here in that room, and then 2 beds in this room and 2 beds, like this would be 1 room because it's Catherine's. But maybe we could even make some of this like into a bedroom, and that could kind of work. Yeah, I really think we do need one. What was that? Did she just get fit? Is that what she just got? Is fit? I don't know what she got. What was that? Did she just get fit? Yeah, she did. I don't know. Interesting. She literally just kicked this kid off. He didn't get a creativity skill. Get over here and practice. Get off, Catherine. I swear to goodness, she just like kicked him off. Go sit on the couch. Yeah, and then just like anybody who is single and becomes an elder. So like, you know, if say Daniel and Mary Sue didn't make it, like say, you know, Daniel ends up being an elder and Mary Sue finds out he's cheated and she kicks him out. And then he's just like living in an apartment by himself. He could just live in the retirement home. You know? It would make sense. It would make sense. Same thinking it. Why can't you do this? All right, watch some TV then. I thought you'd want to play the piano, but I guess not. Catherine didn't steal it from you. I guess you just didn't want to do it. Why don't you chat with somebody on the computer? Chat with Brian. It did happen in your game. I had a feeling. What is she doing? I don't know what. She was like screaming something. She's always screaming. What's wrong with her? Why is she always screaming? I do think that Betty is supposed to get married to Leod. I think that's why this is locked in when you start this household. So Leod here. I really do think they're supposed to get married. So I will try to pursue it. Because he is her only crush as well. Well, other than Sanjay, but I think that's a little bit more forced. She doesn't have any wishes for him. But we could maybe ask Leod out on a date. Does she work today? Yeah, she does. Okay. What time does she work? At 3? Oh, we could totally ask him out on a date now. Ask out on a date. It's 7:30 in the morning. Should we really be going on a date that early, though? Oh, she wants to become friends with Natasha. I want to do that. Okay. I was going to have her invite Leod out on a date. Oh, good. I think we'll go to a community lot. No, we don't want to bring anyone with us. Going on a date. Weirdy. And her social's low, too, so this will be helpful. Okay, his fun is up, so let's have him practice. Can everybody stop it with the piano? Goodness gracious. Go here. I just want this kid, to be able to do his creativity skill, and everyone won't let him use the piano. He wants to go to work. Does he work today? He does work today. Okay, let's see. We're in River Blossom Hills. There's only 3 places to go. Bill's Boutique and Tailoring, the Community Center, or a grocery. Or we're going to have to go somewhere else. Maybe let's just go to the Uberhood. Maybe let's go to... Let's go here. Let's go to 250 Main Street. Let's do it. Go. Stop giving me a hard time about it. You don't work until 3. We'll have you back hopefully by 2. Okay, so his carpool's here. Stop serving food. Just go. Oh my gosh, there's so much food just like out here. Go to class. Go to school. Yeah. Can't even speak. Okay. Put this away. Put this away. Put this away. Go to the bathroom. Clean it. And eat. She has no new emails. What? So confused what's going on. Welcome back. Yeah, it's locked in because they rushed this pack a little at the end and didn't include scripted events. It's basically the lazy equivalent of these. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mind. I don't mind if there's a scripted event or not. If it's just a locked in wish, at least I know what they were intending for, like me to do. With The Sims, it does give me a little bit to go off of, so it's okay with me. Like, I don't mind either way, whichever way it is, fine. Do I like the scripted events? Sure. But I could live with just a locked-in wish, at least. Something better than nothing. More than I can say about other things. So yeah, I think she's supposed to get married to Leod. And if that's the case, then we would move her in with Leod, and then Catherine could just open up. We'll see. That's why I think Catherine should keep this house, because technically it's hers. Because well, I don't know. Do you think this would have been Catherine's house, or this would have been... Oh no, wait. It did say that Catherine gave her house to Cleo, didn't it? To her niece. I think she did. So I think we should let Andrew and his son stay here, and then have Catherine, we'd have to build Catherine a retirement home to run. But obviously she would run it. It would be a business. So it would be her income, kind of. Okay, so she wants to talk to Leod. So let's go ahead and share our interests. Does she need to go to the potty? No. I don't know why she was headed to the potty then. She's going to talk to him about aliens. Okay, play. Tickle. Tell him a joke. Entertain him with a joke. Yeah, I think it did say that she gave her niece her house and moved in with these guys. So I think we would let... We'll read it again, but pretty sure that's what it said. Dance with him. Dance together. He's so much younger than her. Like... It's just weird. Is that nervous? Was that nervous? I feel like it was. Slow dance with him. Oh, that's done. He wants to appreciate her. She wants to tell him a dirty joke and slow dance with him. Okay. Entertain with a dirty joke. He wants to have a pillow fight. Be your best friend and appreciate her. Flirt. Maybe sweet talk him. Oh, the slow dance. Slow dance, not flirt. Slow dance. Now she's thinking about Sanjay again. She's all over the place. She needs to get it together. Seriously. Okay. She wants to lower her hands and smooch him. So we'll try to lower hands. Oh boy. Okay, we're totally gonna get a photo of this. Because it's a priceless moment. Hands on the booty cheeks. Okay, good. Perfect. If you wanted to do the retirement home, why not move them into one of those apartment buildings that you have Joshua and Shaggy in, where they have a kitchen and living area in their own rooms? Yeah, that's kind of what I would do. Honestly, that would probably be what I do. Okay, I can't smooch him, which is kind of weird. We'll lower hands. Oops. And maybe she can put her head on his shoulder. Wow, Gilbert. Okay, can she smooch him now? No. She can pickpocket him, though. Can we pickpocket the unsavory charlatan? That'd be funny. Like, here, payback. Okay, let's stop, because I can't do anything. I think there's a smooch under kiss, so I'm going to try and do that instead. What? Doesn't that count as a smooch? I mean, come on, you kissed him. Kiss. I clicked make out, and I meant to click smooch. Whoops. Smooching. After the makeout. Don't even come over here, unsavory charlatan. You jerky face, stealing from my friends. Alright. He's out. He's been out for a little while. I just kept watching to make sure. Flirt. Why don't you do a suggestion? Welcome back, everyone. Okay. I answered your question, or the retirement home comment. I said that I would probably do something similar, but maybe have multiple people living in the same, like, things. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I said. Make out. I would want to play the retirement home all at once, so we could make it where they have, like, locked doors. But, like, it's all one apartment. Does that make sense? So I don't have to play each and every individual thing. We could use, like, the college doors, so we could claim a door, so people couldn't go in and out, you know? Hello? I told you to... did he just get robbed? He totally did when I was looking away, didn't he? Make out. Sorry, Leo. She wants to give a back rub to him. Who's that? Oh, that's Titania. Yeah. Yeah, I would totally do it like that. And they would have a maid, so they wouldn't have to worry about cleaning up. Paid for, of course, by the retirement home, so it wouldn't come out of anyone's pocket, really. And then Catherine could just, like, run the retirement home, and she would just, like, pay the bills. She'd be responsible for paying the bills and such. And then everybody else, they would all have to, like, pay a specific amount of money to live there each week. I think it'd be kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and flirt. He's now realizing that he's lost his wallet. By the way, I don't know where you're going to stick a wallet in a kilt, but, you know, so be it. Kiss, suck face, and she has 2 woohoo things with him. Who is that? Oh, there's Bianca. We could do casual woohoo on the sofa. She does want to have a dream date with him. This way they would have a cafeteria worker and a community living area for socializing. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I really, really want to do. And I would probably put multiple people in one room with double, like, 2 doors on it. So it'd be like almost like a double door, but it obviously be 2, like, so. I don't know. It was kind of what I was thinking, like if a couple moves in, like an elderly couple, they would live in the room together in a double bed kind of thing. I might be able to cut down on my rotations like that too. Next to the pool. Nobody's in the pool, though. Nobody's in the pool. Everyone's outside of the pool, just chilling over here. Poor Nervous. Front row seat for him. He's just like, eating. Bella Goth is here playing with Luis Asper. I wonder if when we play that family, if he'll actually know anything about Bella. There's Martin. Martin looked. The Wahootie is done. All right. Oh my gosh, look at the picture. That was priceless. Oh, that was great. Okay. His face says it all. Okay. I'm just saying, like, that face is, like, very satisfied. Okay. So he's loving the granny panties. Leave him alone. Okay, go ahead and flirt with him and caress. This never really, like, works for me, but I'm gonna try it, okay? Uh-oh. Do we have a witch coming in? I think we do. Man, she took her sweet time getting in here. Okay. Now she wants to make out with him, and then I think we'll end the date. Oh my gosh, I forgot about her work, and she works at 3. Oops. His face said, oh my gosh. I'm not reading that out loud. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a good witch at least. All right, let's go ahead and end the date. There we go. She still wants to get married. Oh, look. She wanted to ask him home. Oh my gosh, she wants to woohoo with him again. We're gonna try. Reset. We'll put them behind a tree this time. Oh my goodness, they're doing it. Okay. Close your eyes, Meadow. Bella's walking straight for them. Oh my gosh, Bella doesn't even... She just like walked by like, yep. Looks normal. Does she have a vacation day? It's her first day. She didn't even go on her first day. Wait, did they not do it? Oh man, I don't think they did. Alright, we'll have to invite him over to the house. What? Don't clean it up. You're so random. Okay, let's have her go use the bathroom. Welcome back. Watch a prank? Somebody prank somebody? Oh, I missed it. Poor Nervous got pranked. Oh, whoa. What did poor Nervous ever do to you?
Ow, 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 ow.
Ew, that hot dog is burnt, Titania. Yuck. Okay, Nervous. I'm pretty sure he's married. Married to Chloe, the alien. These people are horrible in this save. Getting all these people into the same save together is like drama everywhere you go. Titania's like, hey. Okay, Nervous. Relax. It's not Aaron. It's not the Beakers. Get out of here. Almost said Aaron Beaker. I meant Cersei. I was thinking of Cersei. Okay, we're gonna go home. What is she doing? I swear to goodness. I knew it. Betty, get out of here. Stop. Always trying to freaking clean something, like a toilet or whatever. Like, will you just relax about the toilet? Where is the thing? Who is this? Powell Hamilton. I don't know who that is. Hello? Oh, here it is. Call a taxi. You gotta go home. You missed work today. Unfortunately. Did you burn these? Okay, he actually made good hot dogs. Lewis, I mean, knows how to cook. There's Brittany, everybody. Brittany's here. She's chilling in the pool. Having a good old time. These people have been here forever. I swear to goodness. Martin's still here. He's inside playing a little bit of darts by himself. Seems legit. Now that Meadow is a teenager, it's time to start thinking about college. Well, you know what? That's not going to happen because she's not one of my Sims. But she's really pretty. She's actually really cute. Does she grow up well? Does anyone know? Does she like look really nice when she ages up? Out of curiosity. Her sense of style isn't quite intact, but that's okay. She's thinking about Leod. She must have had a good time with him. I mean, she completely blew off her first day of work for Leod in this date. And now she's getting into the car and still thinking about Leod. So, must have been a good date. She does still want to woohoo with him. And even if that gets re-rolled, I'm going to keep it in mind because she wanted to do it. But she also wants to get married. I really think that Leod is who she's meant to marry. I think that, I feel like that's why that's locked in. But also, it does say a rich sim. And does Leod count as a rich sim? I don't know if he is counted as a rich sim. So if anyone knows that answer, let me know. Because that would be interesting to know if he actually is. And I really do think I'm going to have Catherine run the retirement home. I'm leaning very much so towards that. And I'm assuming this would have been Andrew's mom's house, Linda. I think it would have been Andrew's mom's house. So we'd have to build a little bit of a lot for the retirement home. But that's no big deal. We could do that. I could even do it as like its own video kind of thing. Okay, so we're here with Catherine. She's home alone at this point. Betty is on her date right now, and then these two are at school and work. She does want to become friends with Natasha Yuna, which is the grilled cheese sim. So we should definitely probably do that for her. That would be good. Get her some more friends. Some of the people that could be moved into the retirement home would have been like the oldies could have gotten moved in there. They can't now because they have a child. The goodies could have moved in there. Who else could have moved in? Louis? No. What's his name? Something Contessa or something like that. I don't know. There's a bunch of people though, obviously. If Betty doesn't get married, then she can move in. I only want elders there though. So like if Betty marries Leod is not an elder. So he wouldn't classify as being able to live there. You have to be an elder to move in. And I think it would have to be an elder whom maybe they even own a home, but like the home is too big and then they just like sell it or whatever. If they don't have any kids that are going to inherit it, that would be fine. Betty is not available to talk. Sorry. She is out on a date. Oh, it's Cleo. This is the niece, I think, that has her thing. So it says Catherine gave her old home to her favorite niece in hopes to bring them closer together. Yeah, she gave it to Cleo. Cleo is her niece, I do believe. Like, really do believe that. Yeah, Cleo is her niece. So she gave her her home. Oh, that was sweet. I was just going to let them do whatever they were going to do. She's like, when are you going to get married? She's, I don't know. They're literally talking about her getting married. I have to meet someone first. This is literally what they're talking about. I could introduce you to someone. Like little this. I want more kid family in my. Want you to get married and give me some more family. Leo is 16 days from being an elder and is a fortune sim and unemployed, but it doesn't say if he is considered to be rich. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I think because I think that's who she's supposed to marry based off of like the whole storyline. I think I would have her get married to him, and if it didn't complete, I think I would just complete it for her because I think that'd be kind of cheaty because that's who they essentially like that's who they kind of direct you towards in her bio. So it would make sense for it to complete if she's gonna go ahead and pursue like what they, you know, have set for her, then it should definitely complete if she was to go ahead and get married, in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, Catherine, it does say Catherine gave up her home to her niece. So we would definitely have to build her a place because I would assume this would have been Andrew's mom's house. So that would be fine. All right, we're going to call up Natasha Yuna and go ahead and chit chat with her for a little bit, and maybe we can become friends with her. It was nice for Cleo to stop over for her aunt. Come over and see her aunt. That's kind of nice of her. Natasha. And we'll talk to her because they're not friends and they barely know each other yet. So I don't think she'd come over even if I offered. He counts as rich if he moves onto a lot with a net worth over 50,000. But does his house count as 50,000? Because she would be moving in with him, not vice versa. You like the setup of this house? Yeah, me too. I feel like it might be a little too big for Andrew and Jacob though, you know? But then if, say, Andrew was ever to remarry, him and his wife could stay here, you know? And then Jacob could either take one of these two rooms and we just recolor it for him. And then the other room could be if they have like maybe a study, they could put like an office in it. And then down here, we could like change up this could be like a baby room maybe. And then this, I don't know what this could be, but it could be like a place for, I don't know. If we had to, I mean, I guess if we wanted to marry in Leod here, that would be fine. And then maybe Betty and Leod could have this room, this big room here, right here. It could be maybe they're like, what are those places where like when your parents, your in-laws move in with you and they have like those little like rooms that are like their apartments kind of, but not an apartment. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but it would be cool to have them kind of do something like that maybe. And just make that into like their own little like apartment kind of thing. This would be nice for a large family. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so she still wants to become friends with Natasha, so we'll talk to her one more time on the phone because she does have to go to work, I think, at 3. Oh no, she has today off. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk to her one more time, and then if they're still not friends, we can invite her over. And it sounds like Jacob brought a friend home. He brought home Roger Koo. Glad we are thinking the same. Okay, I think that's his carpool. Yeah. Sorry you have to go, buddy. We want to be friends with you, dude. So if you stick around, we'll come home and we'll try and become friends with you. And then Betty was, I think, supposed to get in that carpool too, but she's not here. And she's not going to be back for another 4 hours and 10 minutes. So it's going to be a little bit of time. Catherine, who is just walking by? Oh, that's Nikki. Not who I'm looking for. Okay, let's see if we can invite over Natasha. Maybe we could serve her up like a dinner, have like a dinner date kind of thing. She's 48 with us, so We probably could serve her a nice dinner, have dinner with Natasha. All right, let's go ahead and invite her over. And she likes grilled cheese. So we'll serve up some grilled cheese. Let's see, where is it? Grilled cheese sandwiches. Way to a woman's heart of a grilled cheese sim. Cleo is still here as well. It's kind of weird that this kid is here when Jacob's not, but it's all right. Both of us think as family players. True. Okay, here's Natasha. Let's go ahead and greet her before she leaves, and then we can finish making up her grilled cheese. We'll greet her first. And then we'll go back in and cook this up. It says, Jacob puts down his headset after finishing another round of his favorite game, Interstellar Cyborg Marine. But not before talking trash to the defeated. One opponent, Demon Girl, isn't so quick to accept defeat, and she issues a challenge. If Jacob can beat her 1v1, he can have server bragging rights for a month. If not, Jacob must change his gamer tag to loser. Should Jacob play Demon Girl in a round of the net's hottest game, IC Marine Tag, or Stomp the Alien, a game at which Jacob excels? Well, if he's going to be showing his thing and he excels at Stomp the Alien, then we should do Stomp the Alien. Stomp the Alien seems like the obvious choice as it's a crowd favorite and a mode Jacob is extremely good at. Things are going well and the two competitors are neck and neck when suddenly Jacob's frame rate begins to drop drastically. With such terrible lag, Jacob is unable to stomp a single alien and Demon Girl quickly pulls ahead. When all is said and done, Jacob announces his new gamer tag is loser, but the server administrator tells him to not even bother. Jacob has been fired. Oh. That's so horrible. Well, we're 2 out of 2 now. Well, don't lead with the hug. Yeah, don't lead with that. Okay, is she finishing this up? He's in his flop era. Okay. We got 77 simoleons today from Smart Investing. Jules is no longer a family friend. And Alexandra and Morty Roth are both, or not Morty, Xander Roth are both saying that we haven't been keeping up as friends with them. Okay, we're not really hungry though, so that's a thing. But she can still grab a plate. Oh, Andrew's home. Okay, Andrew's here. He does still want to go on a date. He also wants to earn some money. So we should probably do something about that too. All right, what day are we on? I feel like we're on day 2. Or it's going to be 2 here in just a second. It's snowing pretty horribly outside. That's one thing I don't like about this house is they always go outside to eat right here. I kind of hate that. That's the only thing I have to say about this house. All right, Cleo's eating. Where's Natasha? Natasha, you don't want a thing? Why does this stupid... I don't know what that is. Okay, appreciate, admire. Betty missed work today. Yeah. She was busy with Leod. Entertain with a joke. Talk to him about your interests. And propose. Maybe ask him what's your job. See if he has one. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Alright, when he's done, he can go to the bathroom. And also, go ahead and clean it. Did Cleo just try to flirt with him? Is that what just happened there? Oh, he's got 2 bolts of her. She just admired him. This is kind of weird, because he slept with your aunt, so... Oh my Lanta. These two... Okay. I don't know. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Use and take a shower. Okay. Catherine, Natasha didn't even eat your grilled cheese. Let's just put the leftovers away, I guess. I thought she would have eaten a plate. She was like, I don't even care about your grilled cheese. Get it out my face. And just went and played on my computer. Natasha, you freaking jerk. What did I say? No, I don't want to shoo her. Appreciates. Go ahead and admire her. Entertain her with a joke. Why don't you talk about her? You can, or talk with her. You can gossip. Share your interests, maybe. You know, all those good things. Oh, he does have a job. Okay. When you're done, go ahead and take a shower. You can also clean it. And then you can play the piano. What is going on up here? We should probably call a repair technician. Nobody wants to repair this. But I'm just gonna let it be. They don't want to get a repair technician either, so can live with your consequences. Alright, let's have her go inside real quick. And let's have her, let's see, call a sim. Are these guys friends? No. We're talking about Meadow. How horrible. Okay. Okay, I think that she should go to bed. She's very tired. So go ahead and use. She did become friends with her, by the way. And let's invite over Leod. Go ahead and sleep. Sure. And go to bed. And he needs fun. So he doesn't want to play the piano, I guess. That's fine. Oh, she's going to clean up the plate that I was going to tell her to clean up while she waited. Get inside, Jacob. You're outside in your boxers, dude. That's so cold. Come in here and just watch some TV, I guess. Oh, he's bringing her flowers. Why did you bring Morty Roth? Is he seriously gonna leave? We just invited him. He better not leave. Really, dude? Well, we can greet Morty. Is he gonna come back? What? Greet Leo. Leo could be one that goes in the retirement home. Let's see. Call Sim. Change this to SBN. Where's Betty? There we go. She wants to buy a hot tub. Okay. So random. So random. What are you going to do with a hot tub, Betty? Live your life in it? She just wants to make 100 friends. Okay, honestly, that's all she wants to do. Leod. Invite him over. We did invite him over, and he came over kind of, but then he left instantly. Yeah, can you come over already? Jeez Louise. Alright, let's recycle this. All right, let's have you practice. I love how this child of ours is just literally lounging in his underwear and all of these people are in our home. You know? No shame in his game. All right, greet Leod. Seriously, no shame in his game. Oh, she doesn't want to get rejected for an engagement by Leod. Now I'm scared to have her try. Because I was going to have her try. Okay. Well, she did want to woohoo with him. So I was going to let her do so. How much is a hot tub? Does anyone know if we could get a hot tub? Okay, 6,500 is a lot for a hot tub, my friend. But you know what? Maybe Catherine, because like the only people I allow to get the heart one is the romance sims, so she could totally get it for us. And where could we put this stinky thing? These things are so big. Oh my gosh, we could literally just put it right here on the porch. There's no, I don't think there's any I don't think there's any door like over here to get up on the porch. I think you can only come through from this door. So this is a perfect spot. And there we go. We got a hot tub. Now she wants to hire a repairman. I just said nobody wanted to do that. And then she automatically rolls it. I swear to goodness. Outside? Oh. That was not where I was expecting. Cleo, go home. You are stanking up a storm. For goodness sakes. All right. He's killing it. Oh, he wants to get a pet. Have a party. We should totally get him a pet, guys. What do you guys think about a pet for this family? What the heck? That's a little too close. All right, go take a shower and clean it. Because it's stanking. And then get some leftovers. Why is she running? Later. I've never seen them run just to tell you that they're leaving. That was ridiculous. She was like, it's too far to walk while I'm stinking, so. Really, Andrew? Really? Go to bed. Okay, this is fine. Some ramen. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's done and over with. Let's go ahead and call for a service real quick. Let's get a repairman in here. How is she not even cold after that? Okay, honestly. Oh boy. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream, MC Shell. How are you today or tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world? Who knows what time it is for you, but it's night for me. Okay, let's go ahead and get the repairman. And then we're going to propose. Repairman it is. All right, go ahead and... Yes. Go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. Why are you not in bed? Oh, right. He's eating. I forgot that I told him to eat first. Why is he not in bed? My Lanta. Sir, go to bed. Where's Leod? Is he in this? Oh, my goodness. Everybody and their brother is in this thing. Is that Leod? Yes. Okay, we're gonna propose engagement. Here we go. 9:46. Oh, it's 10:47 for me, so we're an hour apart. Oh, is he gonna accept? He's gonna accept. Aww, her face is weird. Aww. Sweet. Okay. So should we throw a wedding party, you guys think? Or should we just do it? Does she even have family to invite? She doesn't have any family. She has no kids. And yeah, what do you guys think? She proposed in her underwear. Wow, Mir. That's not very nice. Should we just do like a private wedding and just have it be the two of them and he move in here? Or should she move in with him and we swap over to his house and have her move in with him? Or I don't know, because I don't know if he has any wishes to marry her. And I play off of wishes. So really, technically, Betty should be asking Leo to get married. Sorry, I said what we all thought. Yeah, she'll get dressed for the wedding. Move her over to him. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so then we don't need to throw the wedding today, but we're gonna have to see, because we'll have to play his time, like we'll have to play his days, and then have them get married. Because if I have him move in, like if I have them get married on her time, I think it's just gonna move him in with us, you know? So I think we would have to do the wedding on his time, but I don't know if he has the wedding, the wish to get married. But I'm going to let her go ahead and go to bed. And you know what? She could ask him to just stay the night, maybe. Propose. Can you like ask him to stay the night? I thought you could just ask them to stay, but I guess not. Oh, you know what? I can make him selectable real quick. Let's see if he has a wish to get married to her. He doesn't. He has no wish to get married to her. Even after getting, you know, engaged. It will. I know how. I now have Dawn living in the goth house. Yeah. And if we're going to have her move in with him, then he would have to be the one to do the wedding. But if he doesn't have a wedding thing, I don't know. We might have to have her get married to him and then have them move into that house. And then I'd have to refurnish it. Unless I put everything in his inventory first. I don't know. At this rate, I'm just going to let her go to bed, though, because she is very tired. So let's just let her do that. Catherine's asleep. Andrew is in bed. And Jacob is in bed. At least Leo, you know, is a decent-looking person. They're not going to have any babies, which is kind of sad for Leo. Because, like, then he doesn't get to have any kids if he wants. I'm not sure what his secondary is, but... My Don did not accept the marriage. He has never accepted it from me, no matter how hard I've tried to get him to accept. He just, like, never accepts. He's just like, always, heck no. Oh my gosh, he just, like, disappeared. Did you see that? That was so fast. Who's screaming at me? I think it was him. Oh, Catherine's up. Okay. All right, Catherine. Well, why don't you use this and take a bath? The repairman is on the way today, thanks to Betty. She's the only person in this house who has a smart enough brains to be like, hey, we need to do that. Natasha's in here with two boys, Leo and Roger. Roger being a teen and Leo's an elder. This is interesting. Isn't his wife wondering like, hey, where's my husband? He's not home. I would assume so. These three are just basking in it. Yeah, mine will never accept that marriage. I don't know. He never accepts. Let's go ahead and save. It's been a while. I was hoping he wouldn't, but he did. Oh. I also have the Oh, I got a cold chill. Sorry. I got the mod that takes into consideration like when they're getting married or like if they're being proposed to, their first and secondary aspirations. And then I have the other mod which makes like romance harder. What is that one called? Romantic standards, I think. Is where like it makes it so much harder for them to like get into romance with people. So it's interesting. It's interesting how that works. Oh, sweet. I think Dina and Morty, like, I think that's a cute couple. I don't know why, I just do. Everyone thinks that she's out to get his money. And I mean, I kind of agree in the same sense. But, yeah. So, my Dina... Yeah, my Dina's with Mortimer, too. Which you guys have seen. And they actually live in the Caliente household. I need to swap because I need Cassandra to move out of the goth house, and I need Cassandra to get her own place. Like I need them to move in. I mean, so I need to kind of swap a Rooney them, but I haven't. I'm gonna let her come get in the hot tub. If all these people are gonna be in the hot tub and she spent her points in this, I mean, join at this rate, you know. Yeah, I really like them to have a baby. At least one, if not two babies. I really do. Who are you up to on your Uberhood, Piazza Girl? Did you actually play your Uberhood today? I don't know if I asked. Because you said you were jumping between them all. Oh, that's a cute little bathing suit. Okay. Roger splashing Leo. Look, this even has snow on it. That's cool. And you're upsetting her. Leave Natasha alone. You played the Uberhood. You're on the burbs right now. Gotcha. Gosh, nobody liked that, Roger. You've upset everybody. No, we don't want to play fetch. We're having fun in the hot tub. How many kids do your burbs have so far? Do they have like 100 kids yet? What is up with her face? She's so grumpy. Oh my gosh. Last time you did this, she didn't like it. Why would you do it again? What the dog? Alright, later, dude. Only one, Lucy, but she's preggers. Who is she preggers by? Or do you mean Jennifer's preggers? Oh, okay. She's like upsetting her constantly. Natasha's like, I'm out. You just keep splashing me. I'm sick and tired of it. She's like literally gonna strangle her. Later, Natasha. And then there were two. Oh boy, is she gonna want to go with Leo? She does have 2 bolts of him, so it would not shock me in the slightest. Everyone's still sleeping? Yeah. It's 6 o'clock though, and 2 of them have a full bar, so we could probably set them up to get going with their day. So let's have him go ahead and use and take a shower. It is a Thursday, so he does have school today, and then Andrew here, he can go ahead and use and take a shower as well, and he should be good. Hi Abby, welcome to stream. John wants to have 3 children graduate university, so I had to have them try for baby. Wow. My John always wants to have 1,000 kids, honestly. Abby, if you're asking me, I'm doing good. Thanks. How are you? Okay. Let's have you go ahead and use and take a bath. Let's see if there's any breakfast in here. If not, we might have to cook up some. Let's see. Is there any breakfast in here? Somebody look. He still wants to become best friends with Roger. He also really wants this handheld game. He wants to get a pet, which I do want to do today for him. School bus is coming and the carpool is coming. Yeah. Oh, that's right. There's a bunch of buttered toast in here that we could just like pretty much do. He's going to talk with Corbin. I don't know who that is, but that's totally fine. And Miss Thang here, her fun meter is full now, but let's have her use this and take care of cleaning a little bit. And then I think we could get her some buttered toast as well. That would be fine. I actually really like this swimsuit, but honestly, I feel like it's more of like a younger ladies kind of thing. But I mean, it is a one piece, so maybe not. It looks really good on her, honestly. And she's a romance sim, so she wants to look appealing, you know? Leo, really, bro? It's 7:30 in the morning and you're making up juice.
Like 1,000 pounds.
It's too early for juice. Too early. Okay, buttered toast it is for everyone today, folks. She wants to go to work, so that's gonna totally happen. But we are gonna have her get married. I think we're just gonna do a private wedding with her and Leod. I don't think Leod has any, yeah, I don't think he has any family. And it doesn't show, like, engagements on the tree, so that's unfortunate. Alright, dude, I hope you have a great time at school. Make some friends. It'll be good for your health. And then I think Catherine will move out and she'll do the retirement home. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Mm-mm. Nice. It's 5 for me. There you go. It's 5 o'clock for Mir.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, she just got a thing to get married to Leod. It's 11:02 p.m. for me. Yeah, me too. Okay. We're gonna have her clean this up. And this. She's just gonna be like a little bit of a maid at the moment. Helping out, getting herself ready for running that retirement home. She can clean this up. Yeah. Let's go ahead and have her get married to Leod. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save real quick. And we're going to jump over to Leod's house. And we're going to invite Betty over. Or maybe I'll just teleport her over, honestly. We won't even invite her. We'll just teleport her over. And then we're going to make her selectable. And we're going to have her initiate the wedding. But that way we're on his lot. And she'll just be moved in with him. Oh, but I wanted to play his round first. I'll have to age her down a few days. How should I do this? Should we... I'm trying to keep the aging in line, you know what I mean? I think I can pause her aging so she doesn't age up at 6 o'clock for 2 days. And then let her age up at 6 o'clock on the third day that she's over there. Okay, so here's Leod. Let's go ahead and jump into his lot real quick. This way I can have her move in with him. Like, they can get married still because she does want to marry him because she just got that wish too. But not affect any of the aging. Because I think I have a thing where I can, like, pause her aging. So it'll be good. Okay. So, let's see. It is very late in the night, so we wouldn't be able to invite her over anyways. And the only other thing that I need to do before I even get to his time is I gotta do this, and I need to put this in because those are like the two most important things in the game. Because this is what helps me stay in line, and I need to add missing traits for Leod. Okay. And then let's go ahead and teleport over Betty. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause her aging, and I'm just going to have her move in with him. So we're going to summon Betty over. Where is she? We have to find her in this massive amounts of goodness gracious. Don't be drinking my drink. No, don't spit it back in. Yuck. Here's Betty. Okay. So now I'm just going to make her selectable real quick. Is there anything that we should have put in her inventory before I did this? I don't think so. She didn't really have anything in her room. She had like a bed and whatever. All right, let's make her selectable real quick. And they don't have like a whole ton of money. And I just think that because Betty's older and she doesn't really have a family, and let me look at Leod, but I don't think he has a family either. Yeah, his parents are both deceased as well. So we'll just let them have a private wedding, you know? And then maybe they could like throw a party. You know, like a small little party with like Catherine and them. Where the heck is this that I'm looking for? Okay. Maybe they could just throw like a small little wedding party for like the announcement that they got married kind of thing. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to let them get married right here in the living room. That sounds really weird. But let's just do it right here next to the stairs. So we're going to do it through her, and we're just going to say get married. Okay, here we go. Because she does have the wish to get married to him. So we're just doing this. Oh, no. I don't want you to have ads. Okay, I'm going to give it a second. I'll give it a second. I don't want you guys to miss out on the wedding. That's horrible. So, yeah, this is Leod's little place. It's not I don't know, it's not like fantastic, and The roof right here really needs some work. But it does have like its own little barn, which I think is really sweet. And it's got like its own little trees out here to garden with. And then it has like a little pond and a grill and this little garden, which this thing is so creepy. This little, what do you even call this thing? Welcome back. A scarecrow. But it's like a pumpkin head one. Anyways, so this is like the house. It's very small. And it's only like a 1-bedroom with an office. And it doesn't even have a double bed, so we will have to fix that, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get them married then, now that you guys are back. This is her beautiful wedding dress. Yeah. So it's beautiful. Beautiful. And this is his little tux. So this is cute. Oh, she's rubbing her leg. She's like, I'm old. She doesn't want to see him become a plant sim, so we'll have to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, here we go. Cutscene. Oh no, the stairs are right in the way. Oh my gosh, the eyebrow wiggle. We missed the kiss, but we got the eyebrow wiggle. I mean, come on, that's great. Choose the last name for the couple. The sim and the icon will be grand. So now she is Betty McGregor and Leod McGregor. She does want to buy a double bed. The only other thing that I'll do before I leave here is I will buy them a double bed because I would feel horrible knowing that these guys just got married and they wouldn't be able to sleep together. Okay. So let's get them a double bed. Probably gonna delete this lamp because it doesn't really make sense to me. And we could just get them one of these little lamps. You know, that's pretty good. And then let's just get them a bed. They only have like 1,000 simoleons, so I don't want to spend all the money. I want to try and save her some. But let's go ahead and get this. And then I don't know what their favorite colors are, so I'm just going to go with something rando. Let's go with this one that's like plants. Is it this one? There we go. Perfect. This doesn't really match, but it's okay. We can always fix it later. At least that way they have a double bed, you know? They do want to go on a vacation, so we could totally, since they're married now, we could have them go on a vacation eventually. Anyways, she did get both of those wishes done. The marry a rich sim and also the one to marry him. So he was a rich sim, so it works out. And she got engaged to him, so she's got that memory, which is fantastical. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave them here. Her face is tragic, even scary. Yeah, let's hope it covers over the wedding night. It'll be great. Even the game covered her. We'll have to see them consummate the marriage another time. When we do their round, I'm gonna remember that they got married, and I'm totally gonna go in, and that's gonna be the first thing we do. And I'll make sure to do it on stream so you guys can see. So you guys can't skip it. No skipping allowed. All right, let's go back to the other household because now we're one sim down. I think Catherine is going to move out, though. I really do. I think she's going to move out and she's going to run a retirement home. We'll put the retirement home in River Blossom Hills. I'll have to build it before she can move out into it, but it'll be great. I allow to skip her. Get a canopy bed to cover her even more. Oh my goodness, you guys are horrible. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here. Why does it still show her here? Is she not? She's moved in over there. Why is she still here? What is she doing in this household? She's moved in with him. What happened? Why is she still in my household? She doesn't even live here. This is interesting. Does she still have the memory here? She has the memory that she got married. How does that work? Why is she still here? Seriously. I'm not gonna save. Oh, I did. Totally did. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the house real quick. Creep minds think alike. All right, let's go back here. I'll just tell her to move in. I'm surprised why it didn't move her in automatically, though, that since they were getting married, you know? It's kind of funky. But it's all good. In the hood, we'll get on in here and fix this. Okay, now she's not here. If I press play, does she show up? Why'd the door just open randomly? I guess I should have made her unselectable when they got married, but I didn't think about this. All right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to teleport her over. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to click on this and we're going to click family, move in Betty. So Betty is now moved in. She is properly living here. We're going to also sell this off because we don't need it. And yeah, so she's officially moved in with Leod. Leod and her are officially married and moved in together. Back to the neighborhood we go. I know. I didn't know that it would do that if you make her selectable, but next time what I'll do is I'll start the wedding with her and then I'll make her unselectable when they're doing the interaction. So that'll be fine. Okay, now she's not here anymore. Here we go. She's on this picture, but she won't be in the household when we move in. I should have just moved her in, obviously, when we were done with the wedding. That would have been, it would have fixed all the issues. She doesn't bring any money, but that's okay. Because these guys don't really have money anyways. We could always send money to her. I could always do that. I could calculate how much she would have brought over. Because there was only 4 people in the house. And I'll actually, I'm going to do that because I think it would be very nice. It'd be like a little... It'd be nice of us to do that for her. Okay, so there was 4,202. So she would have gotten 1,050 simoleons, but we'll just make it even to 1,000. Because, yeah. I just think that's more appropriate. I'm actually going to sell that computer. And I think there's a desk over here. I'm going to put the actual, like, computer that we can do money transfers and stuff on over here. So let's do this one. And then let's bank online. We can transmit money to household funds. Playable. We're going to give them $1,000. That's how much she would have brought with her marriage. So it'll be nice. It'll be like we properly moved her in, you know, through the marriage. Okay. I just heard someone flush a toilet and I'm not really sure why. Oh, right. The repairman is here. I forgot. Oh, wait, that was Leo. Is the repairman fixing my stuff or are they just chilling outside like villains? Oh, they're just coming. Okay. I'm really confused. Leo is still here. It's been literally like 24 hours and Leo hasn't left. He's literally been here the whole time. He is striving to move in, but you know what? He's going to be real shocked when Catherine moves out. Okay? Because no one else is friends with Leo besides Catherine. She's got a bolt with him too. It's so funny. Yeah, you plunge that toilet, Waylon. You plunge it real good. She wants to be best friends forever with Dora. That's really sweet. Dora Animus, that is. Aw, she's thinking about love. Jacob really needs to do his homework, by the way. Seriously, needs to get it done. We also need to answer our phone. She's just cleaning up everything. Also, there's a coffee cup that I just saw here that needs to get cleaned up. Mail's here, mail's here. 360 simoleons is how much we owe now. Oh, she's thinking about money. Leo says, you invited me to spend the night, but then you didn't let me get any sleep. I'm leaving. I did not invite you to spend the night, dude. You just initiated it upon yourself to stay the night, okay? Okay. All right, so let's send this over. It should bring up a pop-up of who we want to send it to. And it should give us all the playable Sims. So then we have to find Betty in here. Okay, this is going to be a little bit... Oh, no, she's right there. Okay, so we're going to send 1,000 simoleons over to Betty. There we go. Betty was successfully 1,000 was successfully transmitted to Betty McGregor's household funds. Perfect. So now they should have 1,000 extra simoleons over there. Why did we just lose out on an additional 1,000 simoleons? We had 4,000. Now we're down to 2,000. What happened here? There's no way we went through 2,000 simoleons. Hey, Catherine, is Andrew available to talk? No, Cherry. No, he's not. This person is crazy. You should always call him a Sims. Obsessed. Did we lose out on an additional 30 or additional 1,000? Does anyone know? Did anything else come out that I don't know about? Because we had 4,000. I know we did. And I don't know where that money would have went. Bank online, pay the bills. I'm really unsure where that money went. Okay. Well, we just paid the bills. Now we can go to the bathroom. Is this man still fixing things? Oh my gosh, he totally is. Holy moly. How much was broken? Whose painting is this? I don't know. Is it your painting? Is it your painting? Yes. Okay. Well, we'll have to have him finish his painting. Oh, that's right. I wanted to get him a dog as well. So we would have to do that before I end their round. Which we will do. We will do that. All right. I'm going to let her go ahead and take a nap because I think she is very tired for it only being noon. So might want to get that fixed. Everyone in chat is sleeping. Good night, everyone. The carpool for Catherine's coming. His grades are slipping. I kind of figured. He does need to chat with someone. So let's call a sim and chat with somebody, okay? Because seriously, this is not cool that your social has been so low for so long. Where did his homework go? Do you know where the extra 1,000 went, Piazza Girl? The desk in your room is now available, and now you want to put the homework here? Ah. Well, I guess we can call Natasha since he wants to become friends with her. And he can just talk to her for a bit. Yeah, me neither. I think we lost out on 1,000 simoleons somehow. I'm tempted to give them 1,000 simoleons, but I don't know. I don't want to give them free money, but at the same time, I feel like they did lose out. It's like it took the 1,000 simoleons to transmit it to her, and then when she completed the transmission of the 1,000 simoleons, it took another 1,000. I don't know, though. All right. He's just going to socialize with her for, like, eternity, pretty much. And then he's going to drink hot chocolate when he's done. And you're going to work. Is she not in the car? Yes, she is. Oh my gosh, there's a dirty plate outside now. Is it time to start working on these plants? They're still dormant because I think it's because we're in winter, honestly. If they had a greenhouse, they would not go dormant. They would be like ready all the time, but all good. He's really building up a relationship with Natasha. Holy moly. I could see them getting married one day at this rate. Also, Sandra, he only has one bolt with her. I kind of feel bad. I like to try and get my Sims with someone who they have 2 bolts or more with. I know I've said this before, but, you know, reiterating. So that would be more like Jules. And if I look at his attractions, he's attracted to blonde heads, custom hair, and he doesn't like people who are heavy set. And I think Sandra is heavy set. I think. I can't remember, but I think she is. I think she gained weight when I played them last. Or maybe she didn't. I don't remember. All right, let's have them stop. They became friends. I want to take him over to get a pet. Same. I also try that. I let my Sims continue if they gain wishes to. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to break them up. But if the relationship just kind of falls through, that's kind of okay with me, you know? He doesn't have any wishes to do with her in particular. So I would assume that he's just kind of letting it dwindle away. But if he ended up like being like, hey, I want to be with blah, 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 and he didn't have 2 bolts with them, I would obviously allow so. Because I just think it's silly not to. All right, Andrew. He wants to buy a car, go on a date, see his son get an A+ report card. He also wants to see his son get a scholarship. And you know what? That is a perfect idea. So we're actually going to have his son call college and apply for some scholarships. It'll be fantastical of him. Oh, you're going to clean that up. How sweet of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So his 2 bolts are with Catherine and Betty, which Betty is now married, so we're not going to go there. Catherine, he's already been there. Rose, whom we don't really know. Jennifer, who is married, and we're not going there. And Oh my goodness. He has 2 bolts of Catherine's niece, Cleo. That's weird. But it could be scandalous. He actually ages up to an adult, or young adult really, in 9 days. I don't know why this keeps popping up. If anyone knows why that keeps popping up, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so he's just having some fun. And as a gamer, I can see him totally playing video games. He's a gold farmer. That's too funny. He doesn't have any wishes to get a promotion, though, so I guess he just wants to stick here at level 4. There's a program that might tell you why. Oh, okay. I might have to look into it. Just trying to finish the round. I can't believe it's taken me 2 hours to play through their round. I mean, we have paused a bunch and stuff, so, I mean, it's understandable, but... Okay. Now we're 8 days away. Catherine now has just brought home 65 simoleons. Yeah, so Catherine would get a grant to... will get a grant to open up the retirement home. The city will pay for the building to be built, and then she'll move in free of charge. And then she'll get paid so much every week for running the retirement home. It'll be like her added income, you know? Jacob does not qualify for any additional scholarships at this time. Here are some examples of scholarships and requirements for each. The Hogan Award for Athletics. You have to have a high body skill, A- or better grade in high school, previously abducted by aliens, or no living parents. Okay, well, we don't have any of that. And he has a C in school. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, if we want to play off of his and he wants to see Jacob get a scholarship, then he should help Jacob with his homework so Jacob can do better in school. You see what I'm doing there? So go help your son with his homework. That would be nice of you. Your dad is going to tell you that you need to do your homework. What causes this is something like that. It can read out the error logs and might also tell you the mod that created this log. Gotcha. I'll have to look into it. Okay, so he is going to help his son with his homework, because if he wants to see his son get a scholarship, then he needs to help him a little bit with his homework, because he is not doing the greatest on his own. So, we're going to try and get him to help him every day with his homework until he officially can get a scholarship. And she wants a woohoo, so let's see. Who does she like? Obviously Andrew, and Sanjay. We know that. Is there anyone else? We could try Leo. Let's call a sim. Dang, you didn't have to slam down the keys. Ole mole. Leo. Let's invite him over. Maybe they can woohoo in the hot tub. I'll see if I can make it over. Rude. Nice. Nice. Okay. So his fun meter has fallen really low, but he did get the memory that he learned to study from Andrew, which is great. That is going to be helpful for him. Let's go ahead and just let him play some video games on the computer, and that should help him out. Okay, and then we are going to have you come on upstairs. You're going to use this and you're going to take a shower in your bathroom. You can also clean this and this before you take a shower. Then take a shower. And then you can come downstairs and you can get some leftovers. And Catherine, is Leo here yet? Here he is. Wake up. Wake up. Greet Leo. We'll lock into Woohoo for her. Woohoodian. I feel like we've been on 4 days for winter forever. Okay, to be honest with you. All right. Woohoo in the bed. We're gonna let her woohoo. Woohoodian. He needs some social. I wish he knew some more girls. Like, I guess we could talk with Sandy Broody. I don't know. We're gonna be chilling on the phone with Sandy. I thought they were gonna go into Andrew's room, and I was gonna be like, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, she's actually going to her bed, which is good. We should probably move Jacob upstairs. Honestly. Oh boy. Wait, where's Leo? Leo is in here. Okay, buddy. Wait, where is she relaxing? I'm so confused. Don't go to his bed. Oh my goodness. Is that what she's doing? She is. Horrible. I can't even watch this. That's kind of yuckety. Yuckety. All right, how's this doing? Good. You're good. You are good in the hood. His dad wants him to get better with school, so his dad's gonna have to be the one that pushes him. Oh my Lanta. I forgot. Avert your eyes. All right, let's just let him take care of his needs. Use, take a shower, and go to sleep. How's your grilled cheese, Andrew? How's that grilled cheese? I don't know what's going on. Andrew's looking into my soul. Covering them now. They're just relaxing. Casual woohoo. Okay. I've seen enough. Where's Sandy Broody? There she is. Just talk to her. You just want to get your social up.
Hey, Baba, don't dish.
I don't think he's going for it because they're not friends. Yeah, she's getting rejected. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Maybe cuddle, I guess. I'm really trying here to help her out. His energy is so bad, and he has to go lay in that bed. Will he not do any of this stuff? Okay, get off the bed. Get off the bed. Go ahead and admire him and entertain him and gossip. You can tickle, and then we can go from there. Friends always lie in the bed naked. Alright, so he's talking with Sadie Broody to make a little bit more of a friend with her. Oh wait, it's midnight. It still says 4 days left in winter. Has it said 4 days left in winter this whole time? Does anyone know? Because I feel like it has. 3 days. We're on day 3. Has it said this? Okay, I'm curious. I gotta know if it changes. So you guys have to give me a second because I want to make sure this is working. Because I feel like it has. Okay, dude. Getting naked next to her is fine, but you don't want to do anything? Yeah, makes sense. I know. And now she's all upset because he rejected her for the woohoos. But they're so high on the thingy. You know what I mean? All right, let's check him out. See if he'll go for that at least. And sales. Oh, because she's a born salesperson. Ask, what do you fear? I don't know. We should ask him, what do you want? That would make sense. What do you want? She's like devastated because she got rejected. When does this change? Does anyone know? All right, let's check Sim out. She was like, yeah, he's okay. What do you want? Where is he going? What do you fear? Seriously, dude? Is he leaving? Like, what is he doing? Still says 4 days. Oh my gosh. Are you joking with me right now? You're gonna make her walk all the way over here because you wanted to be ridiculous? You're such a jerk. His fear is seeing vermin. Okay. Still saying 4 days left in winter. He wants to reach cooking level 1. Okay. Play tickle. Casual. Woohoo on the sofa. Let's try it. Okay, seriously, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You should not be talking to her anymore. Oh my gosh. Answer the phone. And then go to sleep. Answer the phone first. Yeah, it is, but I have mine set to 7, but I feel like it's been at 4 forever. No, she's busy. Is this man serious? Okay, he's just playing hard to get, honestly. So, it's all good. We're gonna have her go to bed. I just wanted to see it go down to 3 because I feel like it's been at 4 this whole time. But it's like not budging. It might move it. It might go down at like in days at 6 in the morning. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just making it up. I don't know. Okay, come on. Let's go to bed so I can see if this is moving because this is taking forever. I feel like it's been 4 days forever. Not gonna lie to you. If it's not changed by 6 in the morning, then I know it's not been moving. 6 or 7, I would say, in the morning. Like, I'm way past my time with them, but I have to know, you know? Okay, it's 5. Still at 4 days. Let's have him use, take a shower, and get some leftovers. He doesn't really need a shower, but that's okay. All right, if this doesn't go down by 7, then I know something is off. Just eat that. And when you're done, you should just clean this up. It still says 4. Yeah, it is stuck. For some reason, it's not moving. So this should be... We played these guys for 3 days. So the season length should be 1 day. We should be at 1 day left in winter. I don't know why it's not working. But yeah, we should be at 1 day left in winter. Because I feel like it hasn't been moving this whole time. Because I felt like when I got in the household, I looked at it and it said 4. And then I just looked at it again and it said 4. So I was like, that's not right. But yeah, that's going to do it for this round for these guys. I went past because I wanted to check out that issue. And now I at least know. So hopefully it'll fix it now that I've reset how many days are in the season. Hopefully that'll fix it. I'm really hoping. But thank you to everyone who was here in the stream. That's going to do it for the stream as well, because we've got through their rotation and I'm well over my time. And yeah, it was fun. I'm going to build, Catherine that retirement home, like I said, and I'm going to move her in. She won't get another round this rotation because technically she would have already had her rotation, like her round, but then next rotation, we will see Catherine in the retirement home. I'm not sure I'm going to keep Andrew and Jacob in this home. I mean, I might, but I'm not sure. The bills might be too much for just the 2 of them to handle, especially because Andrew's really the only one who's working. So I might actually move them out of this massive home and move them into a smaller place that they could afford a little bit better and give this house to someone else, like a bigger family who needs it. Also, before I leave, I am going to give... What the heck? I am going to give Catherine the hot tub that she bought, because that's only fair, you know? And then she can put it on the retirement home lot and allow them to use it. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch up with you guys on Tuesday. Don't forget, I am streaming again on Tuesday to catch up for the one that I missed this week on Tuesday. I'll be streaming something. I don't know. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this and you guys aren't already, please definitely check out my Twitch or my YouTube, whichever one you haven't been to before. And I will talk to you guys in my next stream or video. Later, guys.